How do you create both healthy and delicious lunches every day of the week when you're busy and you don't have time to cook? Well, it means two things. You need the right recipes and you need to have a good meal plan. In today's video, I'd cover both of these for you. I created a full 1-week lunch meal plan with recipes that are super simple to make, designed to be frozen, to extend for even a full 2 weeks, and are completely customizable, so you can mix and match every single day and never get tired of your lunch again. And the best part is that I'm gonna give you the entire meal plan for free in a Google Docs below, so you can follow along step by step. If you live in the US, you probably know about the restaurant chain called Cava. It's a fast casual place known for Mediterranean food. I believe that Mediterranean and Middle Eastern food is the perfect cuisine for lunch. It's light, fresh, flavorful, and honestly it's just something that I can enjoy eating every day without getting tired of it. Now, here's how this meal plan is going to work. First, we're going to prep 7 core components. These are going to be your proteins and your veggies, and we're going to freeze half of each of these so they can stretch across a full week. And I did design this meal plan so you can just prep all of this at once and pretty much you cook only once. That's of course if you have the time. And speaking of ingredients, since we're making Mediterranean food, we're going to need some chickpeas, which are going to work for 2 recipes. The first recipe is a crispy chickpea and cauliflower dish, and you can totally use canned chickpeas and even frozen cauliflower. I'm using 2 headscarf cauliflower here. I'm going to remove the core and I'll cut up the cauliflower into just tiny little bite-sized pieces. Then I'll spread it out evenly on a baking tray, and I'll add on top half of the canned chickpeas. I'll drizzle over some olive oil, and for the seasoning, I'm keeping things really simple. Just some salt, paprika, and black pepper. And I'll mix everything together right on the tray. I will spread it evenly, trying to have only one layer so it crisps up beautifully. And I'll get that roasting in at 450 Fahrenheit for about 20 to 25 minutes until the cauliflower is golden and slightly charred. Now, moving next to our second component, which is green beans with tomatoes. We'll finally chop a red onion. A shallot can work here just fine, and we'll saute it for about 4 to 5 minutes in olive oil until it gets fragrant. I'll mince 1 garlic clove, then grate about a teaspoon of fresh ginger and let that saute for another minute. Next, I'll cut in small cubes few ripe tomatoes and add them on top of the onion mixture. Let them soften for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I prep my herbs. I chop a bunch of dill and add it into a cup to be able to access it quickly for each recipe I need it. I will do the same with a bunch of cilantro. As the tomatoes became like a puree already, I add canned green beans to give it a quick mix, then season with dill and cilantro. Add it to a glass container and move on to our next component, which is the main protein of the meal prep, which is beef meatballs. In a bowl, add 2 pounds of ground beef, then chopped red onion, a bunch of cilantro, 1 egg, mince of clove of garlic, here I got about a cup of Imeruli cheese, but you can use feta cheese. I crumble it and add it to the mixture with a pinch of salt. The cheese has already most of the salt we need, and then we just give it a good mix by hand. I should have used a bigger bowl. You can do that. Shape the mixture into balls and add them into your sheet pan. I'm using my stainless steel pan and bake for about 30 minutes. And just like that, you've got your main protein locked in, and we're going to move right into our core component number 3, which is our hummus. So we'll come back to those chickpeas. I'll bring in a few generous scoops of tahini, the juice of 1 lemon, some salt to season. You can add a clove of garlic, but because of my pregnancy, I try to avoid eating raw garlic or raw onion. Let's move on to the next component, which is the dressing. If you can blend it, it's great. You get a nice texture, but in my case, I'll just add everything into a glass jar, starting with the sour cream, some grated imeruli, cheese, tahini. I grate a clove of garlic, olive oil, salt, and lemon juice. Give it a good mix and the dressing is ready. I feel like there's no meal prep without some good potatoes, so feel free to use sweet potatoes. Mine are just simple golden ones. I cut them into 1-inch thick pieces. Then once my meatballs are ready, I add them into a glass container. And I drop the potatoes into that meat watery sauce, followed by a good season of salt and paprika, black pepper. Then give it a good mix and bake. So what's great about this meal plan is that you can mix and match and get super creative. Some days I would make a nice bowl, picking a few of these core components. Other days I would just make a quick salad where I drop some of the chickpeas and meatballs. Or I would even get a couple of these components and enjoy a real fast lunch. If you want to follow along with these recipes, remember there's a free Google Doc below. All the ingredients are listed out, as well all the recipes. And if you want more meal prep ideas, check out this.